In my previous video, I delved into the history of the Oleans Club in Silver City, which was operated by Joseph Dyer. Dyer would later play a significant role in the life of Joseph Antrim, taking him in and employing him at the club. However, after uploading that video, I came across a crucial piece of information that I'd like to share with you today, and that the belligerent portion of the community can find a particular rampant specimen of the feline species, usually denominated the tiger. I got to tell you, I was thinking Mr. Dyer was alluding to the female persuasion, not a real tiger, until I read this. It is reported that Tom Mullet, who a few evenings since was playing with Joe Dyers Tiger, had the misfortune to loose the index finger of his right hand. Joe is to blame for not sufficiently feeding the animal. On March 6, 1875, approximately 6 months after Catherine's passing, Joseph was likely residing and employed with Joe Dyer. This timing suggests a strong possibility that Joseph witnessed the tiger attack on Mr. Mullet. Even if he didn't observe it directly, he would almost certainly have been aware of the incident.
Welcome to Part 3, The Outlaw Emerges.
First teacher in Silver City, the year was 1872. A private school was taught by Charles Shannon, followed by a Mr. Green, in the fall of 1873. As the new year of 1874 dawned in Silver City, New Mexico, a young Henry McCarty was about to embark on a pivotal year, preparing to start his first term at the local school. The admission for students between the ages of 5 and 15 was free. Billy was 14 and Joseph 11. His first teacher was Dr. J. Webster. In May of 1874, Emma Olive Noyes Lyons succeeded Webster and taught a summer term of 4 months. Emma was 18 years old, soon married Tom Lyons, who created a vast cattle empire.
Billy was my favorite. He was a scrawny little fellow with delicate hands and an artistic nature, always willing to help with the chores around the schoolhouse. Billy, they called him Henry then, was no more of a problem in school than any other boy growing up in a mining camp.
Mary Richards took over the school on September 16, 1874, the very day Catherine Antrim died on a Wednesday. Billy presumably returned to class the following Monday.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Mary Richards. I was schooled in England, Germany, and Paris. I'm fluent in French, Italian, German, and Portuguese. If any students are interested in learning a second language, please see me after class for details. Now, let's begin. Turn to page 18 on your history books, please. As a child in Silver City, the kid Henry loved to play pirates with his friends. He actually fancied the idea that he was a descendant to Anne Bonny, the infamous woman pirate.
Could this be the reason Billy later identified himself as Bonnie? It certainly raises some intriguing questions. Henry McCarty was an avid reader. In fact, he probably read every Harper's Weekly, and of course the Overland Monthly. Why do I mention this? Because the bookstore in Silver City, known as the News Depot, is owned by Mr. Derbyshire. Here are a few advertisements for your review. Young William had a bookstore conveniently located just south of his cabin on Main Street, approximately 400 feet away. Richard Knight ran a butcher shop in Silver City and a ranch at the southern end of the Burrow Mountains, southwest of the town. Mrs. Knight's younger brother, Tony Connor, became one of Henry's close friends. They worked together in Knight's butcher shop.
Billy was one of the best boys in town. He was very slender, he was undersized and was really girlish looking. I never remember Billy doing anything out of the way any more than the rest of us. We had our chores to do, like washing the dishes and other duties about the house. Billy got to be a good reader. He would scarcely have his dishes washed until he would be sprawled out somewhere reading a book. It was the same down at the butcher shop.
An interesting item appeared in the Mining Life, February 21st, 1874, showing a notice signed by the prominent merchants agreeing not to keep their stores open on Sunday after 12 o'clock on penalty of a fine of $25 for each violation to be paid into the school fund. So what become of Sundays in Silver City? I'll tell you. Why, horse races, of course. The race will come off tomorrow, between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. Do not fail to see this bit of sport. The races will occur tomorrow will be the most closely contested that has been run on the track here. The horses are in good condition and well known, and have before appeared on the courses as contestants. No odds are given today, but tomorrow will show the real feeling. The backers are in earnest and lovers of equine sport may rely on a rare bit. The race will be run on the track near town, between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. We advise all to be on the ground sharp at 2.
On your mark, get set, go!
Go, Billy, go, you can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner!
What do you think? Did young William McCarty enter the Sunday races in Silver City? It's definitely a possibility. Now a bit about Catherine and her husband. Catherine secured a position at the Star Hotel washing clothes, which is owned by 63-year-old Gideon Truesdell, a bankrupt lumber and dairy baron from Wisconsin.
Welcome to the Star Hotel. I'm Gideon Truesdell.
There was a French restaurant located on Main Street close to the Antrims and offers boarding at $8 per week, as well as cakes, pies, and pastries furnished at short notice. I suspect Catherine was making the baked goods. In addition, Catherine decided to take in boarders at her small cabin to assist with the weekly expenses.
I'm Ash Upson. I was a boarder living with the Antrims for a time in early 1874.
Now, a word from the head cheese El Capitan creator.
I appreciate you. Carry on.
I don't see Antrim anywhere in town.
Mr. Antrim is off again somewhere prospecting for that mother lode. When he returns to town, he works as a butcher for Richard Knight, or carpenter doing odd jobs to save up for his next trip out prospecting.
Hi, I'm Billy the Kid. If you ever wanted to know about the history of White Oaks, New Mexico, I've got you covered. The site is whiteoaksnewmexicogoldrush.com.